Chief.
Hi, Henry.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, GÁLÁRì.
Yeah, so
what inspired the name GÁLÁRì?
So the name GÁLÁRì is
Yes.
when a Yoruba man, Yoruba people have a way of pronouncing words with tonation and also it's GÁLÁRì.
They enunciate
Exactly.
everything.
So GÁLÁRì was bettered from a place of I don't want to use the word maybe anger, but I was upset, right? And I wanted to do my own personal exhibition, right, in 2022, 2023, my second solo exhibition, and I had reached out to a gallery in Lagos, a rental space. I'm like, okay, I needed to use their space. They said, oh, okay, fine. Oh, it's 4 million for 1 week. I'm like, okay, fantastic, I can pay for it. So what do I get for the 4 million? Are you going to maybe do refreshments?
Sounds,
are you going to am I going to get sound? Right. They said, no, you're only going to use the space and the toilet and the AC. I'm like, what? For 4 million for 1 week? What would it cost me to set up a space? Then that day I was upset and I'm like, and I wrote GÁLÁRì, right, on my status, and all the people in the creative ecosystem, the art ecosystem were like, guy, calm down, go and do it if you want to do it. And I mean, here we are today. And one of the major things we do at Artmedia, our major mission in Artmedia Africa is to do 3 things: to educate, to inform, and to entertain the African artist and the creative. And part of the mission of education is to create prosperity for African artists, right? Prosperity in what sense? To tell the African artists that there is a way you can make money, right, beyond what you are doing, right? So this is like an avenue for them to make money through Artmedia Africa, and we needed the space to actually conceive all these ideas. That's why we set up GÁLÁRì, right, the creative space where artists, underserved, underrepresented artists can actually come and
get a voice.
Yes, get a voice. Like it's like saying take a mic, tell your story, right? Kind of thing, right, for the underserved, underrepresented artists. And that's like basically why we created GÁLÁRì. And I mean, it's a rental space, it's an open space, right? It's like a foundation for underserved, underrepresented African artists, young African artists that need a space to talk about their work, if they need guidance, if they need direction, right? That's
mentorship, all of those things.
Exactly. So it's like a foundation for the young African artists, right?
Makes sense.
So that's like basically it.
I like that. So from where you are now and where you're going to, how many artists would you say you've impacted directly?
Over 1,000 artists.
Nice.
So in 3 years of Artmedia Africa and setting up GÁLÁRì the second year that we started Artmedia Africa, would amplify the voices over 1,000 artists. Over 100 artists have gotten exhibition opportunities through our platform, through Discover, through promotions, through references, right? And majority, one of the things that even make me happy anytime I see African artists, I see young artists at the exhibition, they're like, I visited this exhibition because of Artmedia. I saw it on Artmedia, that's why I'm here. I'm like, and it gives me joy, right? We are not, in the first 2 years of running Artmedia Africa, we did it practically for free. We were not charging anybody for anything. But because we need to keep the lights on, we need to continue to do the work that we are doing, right? So we charge a little fee, right, to promote, right, to do something, just to make sure that we are buying data. The guys that are doing the work, they are fine. And I mean, still 100% bootstrap and self-funded,
makes
right?
Sense. What would you say would be the biggest challenge so far in this venture? What would you
Talent.
Say? Talent.
Yes.
So is it that we are lacking talent, or we are not seeing talent? Okay,
so the case is talent in terms of getting the right people to do the right stories. That's number 1. Number 2, let me use the word on education. Right, there's still very little minimal of artists that know that they can actually make a name or make a lot of money right, from art, because creativity is a business, right? But a lot of them still see creativity as, or creating as a form of what's the word now? As a form of help me, as a form of
side.
Yes, exactly. Side of the work,
something
like an hobby.
Exactly. What do you do aside art?
They are still like a passion, but creativity is a business. Like it's a full-time business, right? And like Romeo says that a lot, right? And I mean, I've actually been in this thing, long time, right? To actually say that African, right? We've done it with Thermo Images, we've done it with Artmedia Africa, we are doing it with Gallery now. I mean,
so how are we trying to mitigate that challenge of on-education?
So on-education is why we if you remember what I said, we are doing 3 things with Artmedia Africa: educate, information, and entertainment, right? And education through our platform at Artmedia Africa, we have something called Gallery Classroom. That's number one. We also have Art School, right? So we also have these tips. Yes, that's our art school, but it's tips on how artists can actually be monetized, how they can take care of themselves, how they can grow their art, how they can get funding opportunities, how they can write better grants, how they can diversify their art beyond just doing painting on canvases or installing artworks or making sculptures, right? Because we've done a lot of what we even do talent management, right? Me personally, yes, me personally do. I'm a talent manager, and I can mention 1 or 2 of my artists that are actually out there, right? That have gotten brand partnership, right? I manage Tobi Art. I manage the Tobi Art, Tobi Baby. I manage Tobi Art, right? We've done partnership with Johnny Walker, with Showmax, with a lot of big brands in Nigeria, and like that, other artists that we've also done talent management for. So I feel like that part of education is where we are currently focused on now.
Makes sense. I like the fact that you are educating artists. So Vascan mostly is targeted at galleries for now.
Yes.
But you are focused on artists.
Yes.
So we see that there's potential in that.
Yes.
We have a lot of artists that need somewhere to focus on. So what I'll put to you is that, how do you think Vascan and Gallery can work?
So quick story. Emmanuel is a very good friend of mine, one of the co-founders, right? And we had started building products even before Artmart, right? I'm sure you
I know
even before Artmart. And I'd actually also been building other kind of products. Even when we were working on our logistics product, he knew about it, right? And we've always been grounded on making sure that there's something for the creative ecosystem. Now, what Gallery is doing by hosting the physical exhibition, right? So while the digital one is being shown on Vascan, right, is that we are sitting on a gold mine, right? Yes, we are sitting on a gold mine, right? We are sitting on a mine that we have to dig deep to actually get this gold out. And what we are currently doing by having a bank of artists in Artmedia Africa, an extension gallery, and Vascan having the digital platform, one of the major things is Vascan is not only focused, yes, you are focused on gallery now, but without the artist, there is no gallery. Fair point. Right? And majority of the works that will go on Vascan are for artists. And this extension of this partnership that we are building with Vascan, Artmedia Africa, Gallery, and Vascan, is where to see an expansion in terms of the platform, the community, right? The tech arm of it, which is Vascan, right? The community part of it, which is Artmedia Africa, right? And the foundation part of it that can actually build, that we can actually use to build on these other 2 platforms, right? Is currently what it is. So the technology arm is like using, I don't want to mention the guys that, see, Vascan is Vascan for Africa. I was going to say Artsy, but Vascan is Vascan for Africa. Vascan is Vascan, right? And at the end of the day, the model these other guys are running in America, in UK, wherever, is going to be really different from how it is. One of the things that I know from research is that galleries in Nigeria don't like to pay for anything. Galleries in Nigeria do not like to pay for anything. They only pay when it is really neck deep or choking them.
When they have to.
And when they have to, right? And this partnership between us, Artmedia Africa, and Vascan is to bring our own bank of artists and have a platform like Vascan. I mean, it's endless. The opportunity is endless for both parties, right? Because if tomorrow night I tell my artist, I say, okay, you know what? You don't need to have a physical space to do an exhibition. Somebody in Taiwan can actually be seeing this exhibition right now on Vascan. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we just need to keep scanning. Just scan the code, go to Vascan, go to the environment, see the artworks, enjoy it like the way it is physically here at Gallery. So I feel like this is a partnership that is starting, that is going to go for forever.
Fantastic. I'm glad we had this conversation. I'm glad of what Artmedia is doing.
Yes.
I appreciate what Gallery is doing.
Thank you very much.
Every artist here, I've spoken to some of them in parts. they really reference you.
Yes.
They say that you're doing a good job for the industry.
Thank you very much.
So keep doing that.
Thank you very much.
And we'll continue to scale.
Thank you very
and
much,
scale
Henry.
and scale.
Thank you very much.
Nice
Henry.
to meet you.
Thank
Tobi.
you, Henry.
Gallery it is.
Yes, so
Gallery Vascan.